Hi guys, this is John here. Continuing our course on entrepreneurship. In this lecture, we will look at the type of company you will think about starting when you first think of being an entrepreneur. So the question is, what kind of a company do you want to start? So what have we looked at until now? We have looked at the fundamental basic concept of entrepreneurship, and we have looked at when you want to start a company, how do you name the company and how do you drive the vision? Now, if you've built a core team, that's great. If you've not built a core team, that's also fine. But now that you've established these basic points, the most important question you need to answer whether you will start a product company or a service company. And in this lecture, we will look at the difference between the two so that when you start a business, you will be able to understand and define whether your company will be a product-based company or a service-based company. And as I said, entrepreneurship is all about trade-offs. One is not better than the other. Depending on the situation and your choice as an entrepreneur, you will decide what kind of company you want to start. So let's get started with these concepts. So in this session now, let's look at whether we want to start a product-based or a service-based company. So this is a very important decision that you will have to take when you start your company as an entrepreneur, is what is the type of company you want to start, whether it's a product company or a service company. So first, in this session, let me explain to you the differences between a product and a service. So first, what is a product? Let's understand that. Now let's look at an example where you are a person who has a pile of clothes that need to be washed, correct? You need to wash your clothes. So what do? You ask yourself, I need to get all these dirty clothes washed. So there is company A that sells washing machines. So company A makes washing machines and sells them. Now the person pays company A an X amount of money and they deliver a washing machine to him. And what did this person do? He bought a product. And what is that product? The product is a washing machine. Now this person will then use the washing machine to wash all his clothes, and this product, which is the washing machine, is owned by this person. Very important point. This product is owned by the customer. So in case of a product, the first factor is that the ownership is with the customer. Okay. And based on that, he washes all his clothes, and this product, again, as I said, is owned by the customer. Now, the washing machine is the product, as I told you, and company A is a product-based company because company A makes washing machines and sells it to the customer. And this is the fundamental basic idea behind a product-based company. So let me ask you a question. What do you think? Is Apple a product company? The answer is yes. What are the products that Apple makes? Apple makes mobile phones, Apple makes tablets, Apple makes computers. So Apple makes these products and then sells it to the customer. So Apple is also a product-based company. Similarly, you can look around and ask yourself which others are product-based companies. Now, compared to a product, now let us look at what is a service. I will look at the same example again, where the same person has a pile of clothes that he needs to get washed. Now there is company B. In the previous case, there was company A. Now we have company B, and company B has washing machines at their premises. So company B does not sell washing machines, but they have their own washing machines. Now, in this case, the customer does not want to buy the washing machine because buying a washing machine is expensive. So what he can do is he can go to company B, and give some money, which is a small amount of money, give the clothes to the company, and then the company will wash the clothes and give him back clean clothes. Now, in this case, company B provided a service. And what was the service? Where company B took dirty clothes from the customer and then in return gave the customer back clean clothes for a small amount of money. Here, the washing machine was still owned by company B. However, the customer just gave the clothes to the company and received clean clothes, and this is a service. So in that case, the service, as I said, was the washing of the clothes, and company B is what you call as a service-based company. So now let us look at another example. So you must have heard of this famous company called Airbus. Now Airbus is a company that makes or manufactures commercial aircraft. Okay, so the product made by this company are aircrafts, and their commercial aircrafts are of many types, where they make the famous Airbus 320 or Airbus 320. So if you go on their product webpage, you will see passenger aircraft and the Airbus 320 family. So now Airbus is a product company because Airbus manufactures aircraft. Now let us look at a company who is offering a service. Now Indigo Airlines, which you know is a famous airline in India, Indigo Airlines buys the aircraft from Airbus. So if you look at an aircraft here on their web page, this is an Airbus 320. So Indigo buys the aircraft from Airbus. So Airbus is a product company selling aircrafts to Indigo. Now Indigo provides a service to us customers where they take you from one point to another. So when you book a ticket with Indigo, so let's say from Delhi to Kolkata, and when I search a flight, then Indigo basically will charge me some money. So let's take an example. So Indigo will charge me 8,000 rupees to go from Delhi to Kolkata. So from that perspective, Indigo is a service company because the aircraft is owned by Indigo and is not owned by you, the passenger. Whereas Airbus is the product company because Airbus makes the aircraft and sells it to Indigo. So the owner of the aircraft is Indigo, who has been sold the aircraft. And who sold the aircraft? Airbus. So here Airbus becomes the product company and Indigo becomes the service company. Okay guys? Now similarly, let me give you another example. In this case, let us say Maruti Suzuki. Maruti Suzuki is a product company because what do they make? They make cars. So they make cars, they make different types of cars, versus let us take Ola as a company. And Ola as a company uses Maruti cars, uses these Maruti cars and Hyundai cars. Hyundai is another product manufacturer. So Ola as a company uses these cars to take you as in the customer, from a pickup location to a drop location for some money. So Ola is a service company because Ola is offering you the service of going from point A to point B, whereas Maruti Suzuki is a product company where their product is a car, where they are selling it to your cab service companies who offer you a service. So as part of this lecture, I want you to also try and find out about 5 more companies, each who are offering a product versus a service. So I want you to try that. And also look at the project on Entrepedia. So in your learning section on Entrepedia, I want you to go ahead and look at your first case study of how to start a drone product company. And I want you to look at that. So guys, what have we seen in this lecture? we saw the difference between a product company and a service company. The fundamental difference between a product company and a service company is a product company will sell you the product which you will own, whereas the service company, you go to the company for a service they are providing. We saw two examples. We saw the washing machine company as well as we saw as an airline company. We saw that in case of a product company, the customer buys the product and owns the product. In the service company, your customer does not own the product. The service company provides the customer a service for which the customer pays. Now, which is better? As I told you, there are no right answers. You have to decide as an entrepreneur when you start your company, whether it's going to be a product company or a service company. So, as part of this course, as I told you, let's first look at a basic product company, and then in a different case study, we will look at a service company as well. So I hope this lecture was clear for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next lecture. Thank you.